Hello lovely human, I am excited to talk about my plans for my baby's first year journal. I was watching Johanna's video about her plans for documenting her new baby girl's life in the first year, and I was just so inspired. I immediately put together some kind of kit. So in this video I'm going to talk about my plans for it, and yeah, how I'm going to be documenting his first life. Hopefully you get a few ideas. This is a good way for me to process all my thoughts about it and get very intentional. First thing is this album, and it is beautiful, and the reason it is beautiful is because of this beautiful color, turquoise and gold. Hello, like those are my favorite two things together, and even the corners have gold. This is a Studio Calico album, which is my first time using it, and the reason I've been delaying using it until now is because they have different page protectors. So let me show you before I open the journal. But their page protectors have 4 holes compared to the Becky Higgins ones, which only have 2. Then along with this, I have a very small amount of baby specific scrapbooking items. And for the majority of this album I'm going to be using my stash. I do have American Crafts, I can't remember the name, Little U or Little One or something. I've got that digital kit. Then I have these papers from Kaisercraft, and they are just baby boy themed. So there's a bunch of that. It's very blue. There are some stickers here. I also bought these Mambi sticker phrases, so they only had the baby girl for the see-through ones, and they only had the baby boy for this one. I do not like boy colors. I mean, this turquoise light blue is the closest color I can go to boy things. I hate, like, this green is like, I can't. So yeah, I got both. I figured I can just take out that girl part for that sticker. These stickers are actually sweet. I don't usually like baby themed stuff, but Make Me Still My Heart is really sweet. And these number stickers are really, really pretty. The boy one also has these number stickers. Like, that is ugly. That is not cute at all. Maybe the 2 months is the only one that I like. This color scheme for boys, I don't know, like that is pretty. So this was on special, so I didn't mind buying it and not using it all. I'll probably give the ones that I don't use to someone on my Instagram. And those are the only kid-specific things I have. I don't have a lot of supplies in my room, so I didn't really make a stack or anything. I'm not too worried about that. As for in the album, obviously I have page protectors, and let's close this, move it out the way. And I have a mixture of these 2-inch pages, and then they're 12, they're little square ones, the 4 pockets, and full page. That should go there. No, I don't know where that's going. But full page ones as well, because these are my favorite. I don't like the 2 4x6 ones for this size. Anyway. Then something really cool. These were in stock in this German online store that I bought these from. These are from Studio Calico, and they're called Clara, I think. Maybe Clara Baby Boy, I don't know, but they're from Studio Calico. They're actually currently on sale in the Studio Calico shop for the Black Friday week. And I've been wanting these for forever. I wanted them even before I had a baby, you know, like month 1 could be January. But so that is what I'm going to use to separate the pages. Then I've just separated the page protectors, and these numbers come from the garland that I do every month when I take a photo of my son. So I thought that it would fit, but it is slightly bigger than 3x4. So I'm first trying to figure out if I am going to use these. If I am, then I'm just going to cut that bit off because I obviously love gold and it's going to be beautiful. And then every month is going to have the same thing. So you can see I'm really trying to keep it very summarized. I haven't yet decided which photos are going to go in for each month, but I know that, like, for example, when he started smiling, that is going to get a little spread because it is a first. So I'm going to have all the firsts in this album too. So basically it's, yeah, complete summary for photo-wise. It's complete summary of that month. It's going to be the monthly photos that I took of him and any firsts that happened. So first smile, first laugh, first walk, sitting, you know, all those things. Foods might get their own page. In the front, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this the front or not, but I love this idea of how his little face changes. I'm going to put his little body changes over the 12 months, either on that side or in another one. I haven't decided yet, but yeah, he's currently 9 months, so I am up to date on this one. But I decided to do this project over the weekend, which is a few days ago, so I'm happy with my progress so far. Let me show you. Ooh. Every month I have a photo of him with the garland. Then I also take a few extra ones just of his face, of his, you know, like his whole self without the garland. But for each month, you know, this will be the title picture. Then along with that, I also have these sheets, and you can see here the sheet has what he's loving this month and what he's not loving this month. And I've got a sheet of these for every month of his life, as well as when he was 1 week old, all the things that he was loving this week. And these elements are from Paislee Press. I think this is actually from her baby's first year album kit, which is beautiful, makes me happy. But yeah, when he was a newborn, like I've said previously, I had absolutely no inclination to do any kind of memory keeping. I was exhausted completely, but I knew before I got pregnant that I wanted to do these 1 week, 2 week, 3 week photos. I initially wanted to do them every single week, and once I got to a month, I was so tired of doing it because in the beginning, baby cries a lot, especially when you leave him alone. So, you know, the fact that he's not crying in this picture is it says a lot. It was so difficult every week to do it. So eventually I just said, okay, monthly. And I'm happy with that decision. I think it was so nice to do it in the beginning because you can see here, like between 1 and 2 weeks, there's such a big difference. There's his first month. So here he's 3 weeks. You know, he looks so different between these. The difference between his monthly photos are actually not that big. Maybe I'll see that there are big differences when he's a bit older. But yeah, I'm happy with doing it weekly for the first month and then monthly. And at that stage, all I did with recording it is I just opened up Evernote, and I've got an Evernote file there, and I wrote down, well, let's look at 1 week again. In his first week of life, he liked boobs, sleeping, foot tickles, like, and that like ridiculously cute thing where when you give a baby a fright and their hands like go in the air. He used to like that. I don't know if he liked that, but I liked it, so he went in there. And sleeping in his own cot, you know. So these are not very in-depth things in the beginning, but I just wrote them down quickly. I mean, I had 2 minutes each week to write them down when he was a newborn, you know, while he was sleeping on me or something. That is all I did. And you can see here with his 9-month one, it becomes a lot more detailed, you know, like he's developing his own little personality. I'm getting to know him better. He is so much sweeter than he was when he was a newborn. So there are quite specific things, like the fact that he likes splashing the water in our dog's water bowl, like it is his favorite. So yeah, that's a lot more specific than sleeping when he was a newborn. That goes there. So the way that I'm going to do each of these, because I don't want to use 1 million page protectors because they are expensive, yo. I'm going to, the way it's going to be done, let me show you. So let's go to his 9-month one. Gosh, this is right at the end. There's his 9-month. So it's going to go like this, and I know that that interferes with this, but you know, these are definitely my favorite photos, so whatever. So we'll have this transparency as the cover page for each month. Then I'm going to have his photo, and I'm going to just stick it on the back of here. And to make it a little bit fancier, I'm going to use this as a border. I will have this to soften it a bit, just to add like a bit of texture. And then I'm going to be fancy ass and sew it onto here. Again, just to add some texture, dimension, a little bit more like stuff, just to show that this is a special page. And I've made this the same size as the page protectors, including this bit. So, you know, there we go. It'll be like that. I still need to punch these, and I've delayed that because, oh my gosh, there are 4 punches. Please, Studio Calico, can you sell a 4-hole punch for these 6x8 albums? I will love you forever. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that times 9, I suppose, plus 1 million of the other inserts, whatever that I'm gonna do. So that'll be there, and you'll turn it, and you can see for these cards, I actually printed out a few prototypes before I was happy with this, because that's the kind of person I am. You can see that this is not completely in center. It's in center if you add the little margin as well. So let me show you my prototypes. It's a good thing to print prototypes, you know, because I had all these things ready to print, and then I printed the prototype and I realized it was not right. So thank goodness I didn't print all of them and then cut it and then figure out that, you know, it's not working. So these two, you can see this is bigger text, and also it's centered over the whole thing. So I was not into that. Then I printed this one, which was smaller text and centered, excluding the margin, you know, so there, as if it was in a page protector. And I punched the holes in, and I'm gonna have to take a lot more care with these damn holes because, yeah, you see it doesn't fit in. That one does, and then, you know, that does not. So then I realized, oh, look at that, I put the margin on the wrong side because I want the 9 to be on this side of the album. And that is like a completely overthinking it to the extreme way of doing things, but yeah, that's the way I'm doing it. I am going to, besides his monthly things, I'm going to be adding a tiny bit about the pregnancy. I think the way I'm going to do the pregnancy is similar to these monthly summaries, and I'll put pregnant there, and I'll be like, things that you're loving this month, like, or loving during pregnancy, kicking my tummy, like a complete summary. You know, I want to include the pregnancy, but I don't want to include too much of it, especially because I've got another pregnancy album. I printed out my husband's favorite photo from the pregnancy. You know, this is not necessarily me at 40 weeks or anything special with this, other than I like this bump photo the best, or my husband did. Got him to choose because I could not. Then I've also got photos from his newborn photo shoot. They were taken when he was 1 week old. I just printed this photo as a cover. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet. The nice thing with this Studio Calico album is how thick it is. So you can see I've put in all the page protectors, and I mean, that is really, really good for a 6x8 album. The Becky Higgins ones, I can actually show you. I've got it right here. I mean, they are so thin. Like, these tiny little things are useless. I mean, comparatively, this is just so much better, so much thicker, so much room for more space. So I'm very happy with my choice of the Studio Calico album, even if it means I have to punch 4 times. And that is my album plans for you. I'm super excited to work on this. And I'm definitely going to be sharing more about this as I go along, because yeah, it's one of my favorite projects. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.